What's good, my people? We are finally back again for another reaction on this here Brbptv reaction vibrations, brothers and sisters. Welcome. Be positive right there. And then, of course, like I said before, welcome to each and every one of you guys who tune into another vibrations. I'm your boy Mr. Licks, none other than the one and only Mr. Licks himself in the camera flesh, brothers and sisters. Of course, rather than the vibrations for today right now. Now, brothers and sisters, as you can see on your screen, there is some sort of Makume looking scary. What was the move? Oh, wait a while. Oh, okay. So, guys, as you can see, scary. I believe. What was the? Anyways, guys, I believe that this photo was put. I remember that photo. Yes, brothers and sisters, scary. Melissa just scared like this, and apparently this is how Melissa dressing. Somebody actually pointed out in my comment box below, stating we were looking at the purse, and individuals were saying that's not a Birkin. I myself was looking to see what kind of Birkin that is for me to actually find the price, and of course, individuals were saying if that is a Birkin, it's a fake one because you've never seen crystals on a Birkin. A Birkin doesn't need additional features for it to be, looking nice, just like a Ferrari doesn't need additional features for it to be considered a Ferrari, brothers and sisters. So they have, I don't know if she glued this on the purse or I don't know. She must have some dazzling thing. Hey, let me make it shiny. But a number of persons were actually talking about that thing right there. This is the brooch that they were talking about that Melissa is wearing. So whereas, we're talking about, brooches and whatnot, how much for the brooch, who knows? Shh. But Scary was dressed like this for Creole. Anyways, that's not the point. I don't know why I listened that to me for. But I think individuals were trying to point out that the brooch is what is really the key element there. I think they say Chanel or I even forget what these people were saying. You guys can check out the previous reaction video, and of course that link, that statement will be in the comment box below right there. Of course, that link will be in the previous description. No, the link for the previous reaction will be in the video description, as well as the latest reaction I did on Mr. Licks vlog, Mr. Licks reacts right there, guys. So definitely tune in for that. That'll be in the first comment in the comment box below. Now, brothers and sisters, this is rather the sentiment that I must echo right there. For a number of Dominicans seem to be in a predicament right there. Unless Dominicans don't realize, now, brothers and sisters, this might be in broken English. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But unless Dominicans, not Dominican Republicans, Dominicans in Dominica, Whitey Kubuli. There are some individuals, I would not call themselves, they might be watching this video. When I ask them if they know the real name for Dominica, they tell me some other foreign names. No, I told them Whitey Kubuli, and they told me, no, it's not true. I say, only live Dominica long enough, you don't even know Whitey Kubuli is Dominica's actual real name? That's crazy. But of course, unless Whitey Kubulians don't realize that eating bread and peanut butter with a cup of bush tea in the morning is not what they consider breakfast, they will not understand the extreme poverty that they are living in, brothers and sisters. The packet of chicken that you bought almost a month ago, you have to be eating it snippets by snippets. But the packet of chicken that you bought almost a month ago, brothers and sisters, that you have in your refrigerator. Some of us do our refrigerators. We have salt-based fridge. But anyways, brothers and sisters, that you have in your refrigerator, cooking it 2 whole legs at a time. You might have a family of 4 and you have to shake, man, as if it's nuggets you giving your children to eat. But brothers and sisters, let me just continue what the person is saying, the sentiment that the person is saying. I always have my own. But the packet of chicken that you bought almost a month ago and have it in your refrigerator, cooking it 2 whole legs at a time so it can last for a month. Dominicans, that is not living. It is called surviving extreme poverty. Brothers and sisters, surviving your salaries is another thing in the nature of the Caribbean. That's something I cannot fathom. Especially when you go across the Caribbean and you ask different individuals, hey, let me see your pay slip. And then you compare it to Dominicans and you're wondering, wait a while. That is what Dominicans are really going through now. I know I was part of it, but I was on the Ross. I was decaling over. Overtime used to scream when I was working, boss. Yes, man. I tell you, my overtime used to be heavy. Yes, sir. So thank God for Ross, but they make Ross go. You know, that's how it is sometimes. And they're trying to make a new school out of what I heard is alleged to be part of the CBI funds. The CBI funds they use to try to build back a school so they can get students to come in, and we don't sure how the accreditation process is working for that school. I know Ross back in the day actually had to, from my understanding, had to pay hospitals, and you know, they became very big. Then they had to pay certain schools in Miami and hospitals so that the students can continue flowing through. You know, that was part of it. Now, I don't know how they're going to make it happen with that one, but we know that the school is coming. They say it's September. But extreme poverty, brothers and sisters, seems like it's going to be reigning supreme in the nation and the Caribbean. People don't seem to understand that, of which they are putting themselves in. For that packet of chicken has lost mostly all its nutritional values, brothers and sisters. You think things staying in fridge, staying with value? Not true. Only want to freeze thing. Yes, man, freeze it. It might not go stale, but the nutrients definitely will run from it. Run as fast as it can. Dominicans, unless we can see the conditions under that which we are forced to live, we cannot see visualization, brothers and sisters. You cannot visualize the need for change. Very interesting right there. Dominicans, open your eyes and realize. Songs like the song Kenty was singing. Anyways, Dominicans, open your eyes and realize that you need to live a happy, healthy life, and not a survival of the poverty lifestyle, that of which your government has placed on you. Nobody else has done it. I mean, sometimes the people has to take the blame for that of which they allow the government to do them things. And then they then in turn speak against, boy, tell you boy, the Bible is really, really true. The Bible is really true when it considers human beings to be sheep. Yes, in the advancement of time, we have become professors or masters. I was going to say another word, but masters in that which we are able to sustain life a bit further. But in that of which sustaining life, the people who natural selection would have taken out now have a voice. And when they have a voice to then speak, they spew utter irrevocable foolishness to the masses. And then the people with common sense and knowledge of different things have to then compete with utter foolishness that is being spewed. Look at what is happening today. And I know I've been talking about Dominica, brothers and sisters. I'm going even further. United States, one of the greatest questions in 2022 was, what is a woman? And in Dominica, we consider ourselves to be closed, our eyes closed. No, the eyes of the people are opened. I used to believe that it's closed, but upon which I spoke to a number of individuals in Portsmouth, in Roseau, in Granby, in a number of places. They know what is going on, but for the sake of that little money, that not even competing with their salary that is already one of the lowest in the Caribbean, we hear that the Prime Minister is increasing, one of the Prime Minister, whoever is in charge, is increasing salaries by 6%, not to the first level individuals, the salaries stay the same, okay? To the second and rest of the levels, these individuals will be getting salary increases. Well, based on Dominica population, they say it's 70,000 people, and in accordance to what they said, they say it's about 2,916, if my visual memory serves me right. 2,916 people will profit as a result of the 6% increase. And you would think, hey, we get an increase. That is a wonderful thing. But if you know how maths work, and if you know how money works, and you know how time works, you realize that the 6% increase is indeed needed, true. But does it help? Not at all. If you used to pay for a thing that was $1 before, and now it has gone up to $1.50, that means there's a 50% increase. Whereas your salary, which is $1,000, you get a 6% increase. You get $1,006 or $1,060. 6% increase, 50 cents in addition to that, brothers and sisters. 50% versus 6% is completely different. So even if your money goes up by $60, let me continue, brothers and sisters. This, of course, is very interesting right there. This is a nice depiction of what I believe individuals believe Dominica is at. We believe we are going somewhere. Fast pace, full speed. We are Speedy Gonzalez, man. Yes. We are Bolt. Why is that partner name? Usain Bolt. Yes, we are Usain Bolt. Going on the road to Zion. Not realizing there's no key in the ignition to start the vehicle. Our handbrakes at least to make the vehicle move. Put it down now. I'm going to say it after the key, but you can move. You know, put it down at least. No, it's still up. You knew what most important thing, guys? We in park. We still in park, brothers and sisters. But we have a steering wheel with the, or we are being told that we are moving forward. You have the steering wheel at your helms, in the palm of your hands. Ah, brothers and sisters, I sound like I preach. I just hear myself there. In the palm of your hands, you have it there, brothers and sisters, being told lies that you are actually going somewhere when you are at a standstill. They say you are on a treadmill. Why? Brothers and sisters, I want you to take a listen to this.
The difference between the ordinary thief and a political thief.
The difference between the ordinary thief, the ordinary volley, and the sacre volley, the political volley, brothers and sisters.
The difference between the ordinary thief and a political thief. Number one, the ordinary thief steals your money, your bag, your watch, and your jewelry, isn't it?
Yes, true.
But the political thief steals your future, your career, your...
Brothers and sisters, I want you to think of what is being stated right there. I want you to think very clearly about Dominica. Those of you who are affiliated to Dominica indirectly or directly, those watching the videos, think thoroughly on that of which this individual is staying right there. A political volley does what?
Isn't it? But the political thief steals your future.
Your future. Is there a future in Dominica? For the little ones, where are they going? What is there? Most people I hear are trying to leave. I even heard the other day that somebody told me that a business person was fed up with what is happening. He closed down 2 of his businesses and migrated outward. He gravitated outwards, brothers and sisters. Oh, famous lady right there. The gravitationist. Yes, I.
Your career.
Your career. Where is the economy going on, Dominica? Creating sustainable career choices, brothers and sisters. You think NEP is a career choice? You think NEP is a career choice? We were speaking about an individual in Rosewood the other day who needed some help, tried his best to do little things here and there. He got hired, brothers and sisters, and he was put under the NEP program. You think that's a career path for a young person to stay and sustain themselves while they're trying to help their family members as well? NEP is a career path. They steal your what? Let's go back. You maybe don't know. You maybe forget.
But the political thief steals your future, your career, your education.
Your education. Brothers and sisters, sometimes I wonder, where is the education going in Dominica? We have Drone Ilya, who is the education minister, talking about drones can go thousands of miles below sea level, brothers and sisters. A flying drone. That is the education minister that was given yet another term. I mean, if one person you have to change, I think in the Labour Party, the only person, you should have kept, why is his name, McIntyre in the health department. I mean, you come and give him all kind of trophies saying he did a wonderful job. Although you come in and lie now and say healthcare is the best, and then people complaining. We'll talk about that in a while. We'll get to that in a while, brothers and sisters. But, you know, the one person you should have leave in the healthcare was McIntyre. Take up McIntyre and put him in finance department. You're talking a set of foolishness. So our future I mean, where?
Your health, and your...
Hey, no guys, I have to bring that back. I'm bringing it back.
And your jewelry, isn't it? But the political thief steals your future, your career, your education, your health.
We'll talk about the health in a while.
And your business.
How much business is closed? I just mentioned a guy closed down 2 of his business for him to go overseas. Let me bring it back, man. Bring it back.
And your jewelry.
It's only don't hear that properly. Think of Dominica.
Isn't it? But the political thief steals your
future,
career, your career, your education, your health, and your business. Number 2, the hilarious part is that the ordinary...
The hilarious part. I was like, what is he saying?
Number 2, the hilarious part is that the ordinary thief will choose whom to rob. But you are the one who
doesn't even know you are being robbed. Boy, that is a heck of a thing. When the Bible calls human beings sheep, boy, you mad.
Choose the political thief to rob you.
Boy, you mad. When you choose your wallet to rob you, you don't go nowhere elevating the economy, that of which you want to get drugs, breadcrumbs, brothers and sisters.
But you are the one who choose the political thief to rob you. Because we choose them. We vote them.
Vote the person to volley you. And the person volley you in plain daylight. They still volley you in the night time. No, they put in things out there in your face, coming on stage and tell you what your mother can't do for you, what your mother and father can't do for you, we can do for you. Knowing that your mother and your father is in the very economy that they are quivering, so they cannot do nothing for you. And they're making you reliant on them. The very thing the very Prime Minister came out talking about, they are aligned with the New World Order. Where you will work, when you wouldn't have nothing. Your freedoms will be taken away. That is exactly what is happening in Dominica. They're trying to do it in America. They're fighting it now. They're fighting it. They're fighting.
We blindly say we are not blind. Who is deceiving who? The ridiculous part.
The great book says, brothers, I'll bring it back a little. I know some of you like me stopping, but it have to stop it. Brothers and sisters, it's a hell of a thing when people who have eyes and cannot see. But it's a heck of a thing of people who are physically blind. I know some of them just listen to me, who are physically blind but can see.
Part of the whole issue. What's them? We blindly say we are not blind. Who is deceiving who? The ridiculous part of the whole issue is that we will fight to defend and protect our belongings from the ordinary thief.
We're fighting for it, we. Hey, you don't come in my house and volley nothing there. Behave yourself. Some of us even getting pellets, man, and slingshots to protect our establishment from people to come in and rob us. But we are voting for people to rob us blindly. And we've seen them robbing us in pure daylight. And we're not saying nothing. We're quiet, waiting for somebody else to. And when somebody else come, we want to pretend that we're against the person. Because when that person comes and protests and does things, we want to be the first one to be in the line to benefit from the very protesters that we were protesting against. It's interesting, ain't it?
Is it not? But we fight each other to defend and protect them.
I just say that we. Guys, I never heard a video before, by the way. I never heard that before. Let me bring it back.
But we fight each other to defend and protect the political thief. Is that not what we do?
Because we are partition. We're playing partition, man. Partisan! Oh, eyes, blue eyes, red eyes, purple eyes, shocking color. Why do you support them? You have no literal political common sense to say, okay, we're looking at the markets and this is good. They are good for the markets. They are good for the economy. None of that. Oh, because, oh, that is my family party, and that is the party I support. Oh, because they're giving us a little money and stuff, that is the party I will support. You're Ted Calvas. You are hurting not just yourself, but your very future itself. You're hurting your future. You're hurting your career. Education is the key to success, brothers and sisters. But we don't want that. But anyway, let me continue.
Gods will be fighting themselves to protect those that are stealing our career, stealing our job, stealing our health, stealing our success. What a shame.
And when people like me come and say, hey guys, you need to stand up, people trying to fight me. But it's interesting that people are no longer looking to fight me per se. Because when I meet people in the streets, they agree with what I'm saying. But there is the but factor now. It's like they know what I'm saying makes total sense. And maybe sometimes they get into their common sense and realize, hey, what he's saying is true. But for some reason, they just don't know why they're supporting the other party. Outside of, oh, women will tell me he's their husband. He come at our home and drink juice. What? Brothers and sisters,
Speaker,
remember this video, guys?
there is no one who can dispute the fact that Dominica's health system is far better now than it has ever been.
And I pointed out on the clock. Remember that, guys? And I actually posted yesterday in the video I was saying, somebody said no one that can come and see. When in fact there were people who come in and see. I was one of them who stated to him directly. I say, wasn't your wife in overseas taking medical attention? No. Wasn't your wife? That was last year, I think, or the year before. Wasn't your wife seeking medical attention in the United States? And you in charge of the health care in Dominica? You know how much people left to go overseas?
Bondage have to break cross.
Now, brothers and sisters, I had to alter the audio on this because I don't know if this individual might get in trouble and whatnot. I altered the audio so the audio does not sound like the real voice right there. So let's take a listen. This is the Dominica Channel Friendship Hospital of an individual, another one, giving her views on that of which McIntyre stated there is no one that can say. Let me put it for you.
Speaker, there is no one who can dispute the fact that Dominica's health system is far better now than it has ever been.
Now, the reason why I put that back is to bring context. He said it's far better now than it has ever been. Like I stated in the previous reaction video, guys, Dominicans, people from overseas used to fly into Dominica. It's rather interesting as that scope does come to mind. My internal mind, brothers and sisters, is then indicating to me, yes, just like Africa, how it was back in the day. Africans, blacks and brown people, how they've pretty much formulated the educational system of the world right there. Philosophy, psychology, all these things came from, it came from interesting entities. But on the other hand, brothers and sisters, on the basis of knowledge, brothers and sisters, which was passed on, it was at one point in time where the blacks and browns ruled the earth. They ruled the earth. And you wonder about how they end up in slavery. Well, as time goes by, brothers and sisters, there's a breaking down. That's human cognition. Human cognition, brothers and sisters, is a breaking down of the human mind. You think the people of back then have the same mind we have today? We think we have advanced mind frames, when back then we wondered how did they build the pyramids with simple tools. There's a lot of things about humanity and the entanglements that of which they entailed in that we don't seem to know. Some of us do though, but that is a whole other story right there. But I'm breaking it down for you to understand that back in the days the power resided back in black and brown people, where they used to rule the world, out of which they educated a number of the people who apparently came to being in the West, and they indicated as if they were the ones who found in the knowledge that they were taught. The Moors taught them. Anyways, it's the same thing that is applicable here. We are saying certain things that is not applicable, but it's a breakdown of society. When you look at society on a whole, you went, but what happened? What has happened to us? It's the same thing. Humanity doesn't change. That is something else. Humanity doesn't change. Back in the day, the power was dwindled down as time went past. And then the others came in and enslaved. And they brought them to the West, to the point where even people believing that the white man invented anything at all to then bring to the West. It's interesting. And the same thing is happening to a smaller scale. We have been broken down, beaten, sometimes by our very own people. They will allow in foreigners to come in and take over, selling ourselves short. It's interesting. Anyways, let me continue.
I have to buy gauze. I have to buy thing to make.
And it coincides with that. Back in the day when the hospital was brilliant and wonderful, people from overseas everywhere used to come in to get medical attention. But right now it's the opposite. Dominicans have to be flown out. And then the former health minister talking about we have the best Dominica healthcare has ever seen. Foolishness.
I have to buy gauze. I have to buy thing to make. I have to buy.
You have to buy gauze. You have to buy gauze. You have to buy gauze.
I have to buy gauze. I have to buy thing to make. I have to buy thing for them to make a cast for him.
So you have to buy the equipment so that they can put the cast for your family member.
I have to buy the thing to prevent clots, the medication. I have to buy everything. Everything. Now the doctor say he has to put a nail in his foot because the bone broke, and in his wrist.
Let me guess, you have to buy the nail too.
It fractured.
I don't think it, well, it probably is nail. I know it's iron, they just call it, but maybe I don't know.
Just for the wrist. And everything, mark you, everything is by that specialist have his own office.
Does the hospital do have it? McIntyre, are you sure you know what you were saying? She says she have to buy gauze. You know it's gauze? Them cotton swab. Gauze. No, she have to buy everything now to go buy a specialist because most likely the hospital don't have it. But Dominica have a nice building. Yes, it's nice. It looking nice. Building. Doesn't mean what is inside the building is the same thing as equivalent to how nice the building looking.
Thing for the cast, to make the cast for him is in his office. You have to buy it. How much money? Now he said give me a quotation for the pin for his the nail for his foot.
Oh, nail for his foot.
And the stuff for his hand. You know?
Oh, so his foot and hand must have mash up. So I guess in his foot break, you know, maybe the bone somewhere, so they have to put a nail inside there to stabilize the foot, maybe. And the hand probably have some injuries.
One for his hand is $6,000.
$6,000.
The one for his foot is $12,000. One nail.
Oh.
$12,000 and $6,000. He gave me an invoice for $18,000 to go in his.
That's how you cannot get sick in Dominica, you know. We ought to live a life. We call ourselves the nature island of the Caribbean. You cannot get sick you should not get sick in Dominica. You should try your best to eat your fruits, take your supplements, mes amis. Buy multivitamins. If you don't eat it, I know I did that. I buy a set of multivitamins, a set of supplements, brothers and sisters, because I know I'm not eating properly in Dominica. I know I'm not eating, even when I travel all over the place, brothers and sisters. The kinds of foods that they give us now, we have to be very mindful that there's bioengineering stuff that will make our bodies not absorb this. Brothers and sisters, I see people eating seedless fruits. Seedless fruits have zero nutrients in it because most of the compounds that is in the fruit comes from the seed. The life of the tree itself comes from the seed. What is in the seed, brothers and sisters, that contains all sorts of interesting things when they are mixed together and in the body, brothers. People know that. Sorry, brother, let me continue.
In his office to buy it. His own office. He that is the surgeon on the ward. country. That country is like is wicked. They're wicked.
Yeah.
Wicked. Those people wicked. The hospitals don't have conveniently that everybody have to go to his place to buy it.
And imagine, brothers and sisters, not too long ago, I'm not sure for now, but not too long ago, people were complaining that the hospital ran out of paracetamol. Brothers and sisters, first of all, paracetamol is probably one of the things that individuals use to numb pain, not solve it. If you have a headache and you use paracetamol, you know what the paracetamol doing? It numbing the nerves, so you would not feel. Just like when they're trying to take off a teeth, they deadening the gums. The deadening gums, aka numbing the nerves in the gums. So if they have to remove a teeth, you will not feel it. That is the same effect paracetamol is having, brothers and sisters. The problem did not go away. You just numbing the pain, and it seems like my mind is saying something to me. It seems like that is what is happening. We are looking to solve the problems of Dominica by numbing the pain. This is why a number of persons tend to go to alcohol and go to parties for them to free up themselves. They're trying to escape. I staying too long. Let's continue.
And he is the surgeon going to use government facility to do the thing, and I still have to pay hospital for the. That is pure wickedness. That is pure. I have to come up with $18,000 just to get one nail fucking and a few screws for his hand.
The average salary in Dominica, from my understanding, is about $1,000, $1,200. Now, if you have to pay $18,000, brothers and sisters, $18,000, getting $1,200 or $1,000 salary, that's $12,000 or $14,000 if you get $1,200. No, 14,500, I think, 14,500 for the year. That still doesn't meet the $18,000 you have to pay for a nail for your foot and some extra stuff for your hands. It's best you go buy a carpenter and get a nail, eh? Yes, best you go buy a carpenter and get a long nail. See if they can file that down and put that in your foot. I don't know if it's the same thing, brothers and sisters. Don't say I say, but it makes sense. If you have to pay $18,000 versus paying for a nail, might as well. It's metal now. Metal. Put some alcohol on that and.
Well, and it's just something else going that place. And the minister on the in cabinet today saying how we have state-of-the-art hospital with treatment or whatever comparable to I was so vexed, eh? I was so vexed. Everybody has that on status, you know, because everybody is saying that and the civil service cabinet they're clapping.
They will clap in, yes, they will clap in.
Really wicked set of people, boy.
It's not on the basis of them clapping, you know. It's for them to make it sure as if what people are saying makes sense, and it's all you true. So the clapping is always a psychological thing, brothers and sisters. You foolish! Use a Ted Calbas. You don't know if the person's serious or not, but you clapping. Continue.
Come on, dear people, open up your eyes. We helping our leaders craft our own device. And it's only when things happen with us realize that we were only living
in a fool's paradise, yeah. That was in 2015, brothers and sisters. Anyways, what are your thoughts, man? Leave your thoughts in the comment box below, guys. Also, I'll have the previous reaction I did today in the first comment in the comment box below, as well as the previous video on this here channel, guys. So definitely check them out right there. You can learn something. But what do I know? Let me know your thoughts. Like I said before, guys, definitely give this video a thumbs up if you understand it. If you want to see more, definitely subscribe and turn on that post notifications so you can get all the videos as they tend to come from. With that said, right there, guys, I'll see you guys in the next reaction video. Boom, bang.